Welcome to DietHealth video. I'm Sarah Dusso, and today I'm with Erica Bornstein, who is a yoga and dance instructor here in Boston, and she's going to be showing me and all of you a hip and hamstring opening sequence. So Erica, who would benefit from this sequence?
Well, I think everybody would, but I mean, oftentimes athletes ask me about tightness in their hips and hamstrings, and stretching is really important, even though people put it on the back burner. So doing these after or before a workout is really going to help you. Also, stretching just feels good. Yoga stretches, you leave a yoga class and you get the blood flowing, so it's all good. Try to do these 2 to 3 times a week.
Awesome. So especially if you're a runner out there or you're sitting in a desk all day, do these exercises.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to start in mountain pose, Tadasana. So just put your toes, actually come to the front of the mat right here. Put your toes together, your feet together, and just stand up nice and tall and close your eyes. We like to start with a couple deep breaths just to get centered, especially if you're feeling stressed. And then go ahead and sweep your arms up and overhead. Look up to your thumbs, draw your shoulders down. Good. And as you exhale, fold forward, just kind of swan dive forward. And heel toe your feet apart, hips distance. So hips distance is only 2 fists width. It's a little bit narrow, yeah. And just let your torso kind of melt over your legs. Reach your sits bones nice and high. And if you're not as flexible as Sarah here, because she's pretty flexible, you can just bend your knees and soften your knees and just make sure it feels okay on your low back. Good. And just grab your elbows. This is called ragdoll. Let your head and your neck just hang heavy. And just breathe there for a couple of breaths. In yoga, we like to talk about breath. So just breathe, take it slow. And when you're ready, good. And then just go ahead and release your hands down on the mat. And walk yourself out to downward facing dog. So a lot of people ask me about down dog because it's a little confusing, if you're new to yoga. Sarah has really nice form right here though. So you just want to make an inverted V. And if you're not this flexible, you can go ahead and bend your knees. Just make sure your spine is straight and you're really reaching your tailbone all the way back so your hips go back. And she has great shoulders here, but try not to ever let your shoulders shrug. And she's doing a really good job keeping her shoulders down and back. Good, and just breathe there. You can pedal out a knee at a time, just kind of bend and breathe. If it's tight, take it slow, don't force it. Good. Good, now go ahead and take your right leg up and back, flexing your heels, so shoot energy out from your heel and open up your toes, good. And you just want to keep the supporting leg reaching down, the heel reaching down to the floor. Good, and go ahead and swing that leg and step to a lunge. So some of us aren't this flexible, so you can obviously use your hands to step to your lunge if you don't have this natural mobility. And put the back knee down. So we're in just kind of this low lunge, good. Lift out of the waist, keep your shoulders down, very nice. And think about your tailbone really lengthening and tucking it under. So your hips are gonna kind of reach towards, tuck, scoop the hips under, good. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, good. And as you exhale, just go ahead and straighten the front leg and pull your hips back into like a half split. Yeah. And just flex this foot up towards your face. Nice. So Sarah's keeping her hips nice and square, reaching her pelvis and her hips way back. And just relax over here. So again, if you're not this flexible, you can use yoga blocks or books if you don't have that to kind of just help you reach the floor. Good. Just breathe there. Breathing into the hamstrings. And again, take all of these nice and slow because some of us can't get our leg this straight. Good, and go ahead and shift back. To get out of this, you just want to shift back into your lunge, plant your palms down, and use your belly muscles to step back to down dog. And then the last stretch we are going to do is a hip opener. It's a little intense, so take it nice and slow. But you're going to start with the right leg all the way up and back. And then pull the knee in and place the right knee next to the right wrist. So we're going to start to square off the pelvis here, release the back toes down, and take it slow because you don't want to ever force yourself into this stretch. And if you need to, you can always put like a towel or a pillow or a block underneath your butt here, right here. So, if you need to kind of get a little bit of help there. And just rest over your leg. So just make sure that you keep your hips nice and even. And if this is bothering your knee at all, just don't do it. It's not worth it. So there's other stretches you can do, breathe for a couple breaths there. And this is a good one to do before bed if you have tightness in your hips after a long run or something like that.
And I actually do have a quick question.
Yeah.
Should this leg be close to your hand, or not leg, but should this ankle be close to your hand? Should your ankle and knee be in?
It all depends on your flexibility. So people that are super yogis and really flexible can inch this leg closer to that hand. But what you want to do is kind of take it at your own pace and inch the leg out until you feel that nice stretch right in the side of your hip in your piriformis.
Yeah, and as flexible as I am, I do need a blanket for this exercise, or else I get my hips are uneven.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you're a beginner if you need one.
Yep, so just go ahead and when you come out of that, just tuck the back toes, come back to down dog. And of course you want to repeat on the left side. And just when you're done, put your knees down, rest in child's pose, so pull your hips all the way back. Good. And just put your head down and breathe. So it's a good way to finish it up.
Thanks for watching at home this yoga sequence. Thank you, Erica, for showing all of us how to do it. I feel energized already. And when should people do this?
Either, on its own, or I like to do it after a workout, so after some cardio or something. Even before bed, like I said, the half pigeon feels good if you have tight hips. So
yes.
Anytime, really.
And once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out all of our other amazing videos. I'll see you next time.